we're back in another calculus live stream. Yes, we got just a lot of homework. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to go ahead and do these problems that make no intuitive sense. Two over x right here. 4x. Okay. So we have y equals 8 over x right there. Y equals 7x right there. Y equals 1 over 7x right there. So what does that tell us? Intersects this line. Okay, here we go. It's a little more sense. Gosh. The curve 8 over x intersects the line y equals 7x when x equals square root of 1/2 and intersects, so y equals 2x, intersects the line 1 over 4x, so let's set it past some equations. 1 over 7x, so um 8 times 7, what is that? 56 equals x squared, and x equals square root of 56. Good. The lower boundary of the region. The lower boundary. Y equals 3. Hold on. Y equals 3. Looks like a horizontal line. So the lower boundary of the region equals y equals 1 over 4x. Or in this case, we have y equals 1 over 7x. Okay, oh right, hold on, pause. So what does that mean? It means that so we're talking about intersection. So the blue line to the red line. When do they intersect? Right here. And that's going to be in the point square root of 8 over 7, comma, and what does y equal when that happens? I don't know. Hold on, and why do you have square root of 1/2 on the y value? Yo, pause. Why do we have that? Oh, right. Phew. You scared me for a second. What does y equal? Well, y is going to equal. What's the best way? You could do and then the blue line intersects with the green line over here at x square root of 56, comma 7 times square root of 56. Let's just write that. It's not wrong. So the lower boundary of the region is y equals 1 over 7 times x on the interval 0 to the square root of 8. Or here we have the interval from 0 to square root of 8 over 7, because you got an easier value. The upper boundary is y equals 7x. And why in the world would that happen? Why is that a lower boundary? That makes no intuitive sense. Everything is going well until they don't explain their reasoning. I mean, here it's very easy because they give us the 4 bounds. In this problem, I understand most of it, but I don't understand how they find the right bound. And no, it actually probably doesn't matter. And here, well, they're given everything they need. But here, all we're given is y values, so things become very complicated. Anyways, we have from 0 to square root of 8 over 7. I mean, I really don't know what happens there. Lower boundary. Why is that? Oh, I see. Oh, okay. So if we do that, all right, here, let's use our highlighter. So, in fact, let's use a different color. Good. So in this region, what is the lowest? The lowest here, well, that's going to be, I mean, it actually looks like the red one. Oh, well, all right, I guess it could be the green one then. Again, no intuitive sense. The upper boundary is going to be y equals 7x on, oh my gosh. And what is square root of x? Square root of 8. Square root of 8 is going to be the intersection between 8 over x and 1 over 7x. So over here, what? Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Now what? No, it's okay. So first, and this is going to be y equals 1 over 7x, and then from 0 all the way to the square root of 8 over 7. The upper bound seems going to be y equals 7x. Again, no intuitive sense because we might as well just say that the upper bound is going to be 8 over x. So really it does not make sense. And from what in the world am I writing, dude? So we're splitting the region into 3 places. First, into this region, I believe. Then we're splitting into this region and then this region. So here, here, and there. What in the world is that kind of split? What are we doing here? The area. Gosh, no sense. What? Oh, and where did we get 2 over 4? We just invented something new, did we? So the green line is 1 over 7x, and that should be from all the way to onwards, bro. Oh, right there. That's actually super important. Well, let's put that in. Oh, so let's see. So simply by observing. No, it's impossible. Gosh, bro. I mean, how? Why in the world would they put 2 over 4? Yeah. Dude, why? So y equals 7x, 8 over x equals 7x, x squared equals 8 over 7. So the intersection there at y equals 7x, and where the frick is that? Where is y equals 7x? Right there. Dang. With y equals 7x, 8 over x equals 7x, and x squared equals 8 over 7. Sorry, with y equals 7x, we get x squared equals 8 over 7, and thus x equals square root of 8 over 7. So the intersection is square root of 8 over 7. That's the x value, comma, 7 times square root of 8 over 7. Correct. And the corresponding y value, wait, isn't this a y value? What do you mean in the corresponding y value? And the corresponding y value is, what the frick do you mean by corresponding y value? So we have, hold on. And the corresponding y value is y equals square root of 56. Where in the world did we get there? How do we come from this to that? What am I missing? Right, I mean, like, I'm always missing something. It's impossible to not miss anything. So, oh boy. Hold on. Stop being horrible explanation. And the corresponding y value. Now, where in the frick do we get that? Where do we get that? Dude. So we have y equals 8 over x, right? Sorry, we have, oh my gosh, we have y equals 7x. With y equals 7x. 8 over x equals 7x, right? Sorry, 8 over x. 8 over x. The blue one. The blue one. The blue one. The blue one equals the red one. The blue one equals the red one. Solve. And there's the intersection we get. That's when the x values meet. Sorry, those are the x values in which the functions meet. And the arbitrary statement that the corresponding y value is y equals square root of 56 still makes no sense. Where in the world do we get that? With y equals 1 over 7x. That is the green function. We have 8 over x equals x over 7, right? Yeah. That implies that eight equals x squared over 7. 56 equals x squared. X equals square root of 56. So the intersection is square root of 56, comma, square root of 56 over 7. Now, where in the world did we get over 7? Isn't it square root of 56 times 7? Oh, no. I see. We replace the x value we find back in the equation then. That's what you're doing, right? So square root of 8 over 7, we put that back, and that's why we get 7 times square root of 8 over 7. Here, we have square root of 56. We replace that back, we get square root of 56 over 7. Because, right. And the freaking corresponding y value is y equals square root of 8 over 7. What do you mean by corresponding? Intersection of y equals 8 over x and y equals 7x. Set 8 over x equals 7x. Multiply by x both sides, you get 8 equals 7x squared. Divide by 7 both sides, you get x squared equals 8 over 7. So x equals square root of 8 over 7. First, stupid. Find y by substituting into y equals 7x. Find y by substituting into y equals 7x. So we got x equals square root of 8 over x. You substitute, and you get y equals 7 times square root of 8 over x. You can simplify that. Y equals 7 times square root of 8 over 7. right, not x. I'm done. Equals square root of 49 times the square root of 8 over 7 equals 49 times 8 over 7. Square root of all of that. Square root of 56. Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you mean. So the corresponding y value, square root of 56. I see. For this one, y equals 8 over x, and y equals 1 over 7 times x. So the blue and the green, set them equal. Multiply by x. Sorry, multiply by 7. Yeah, cross multiply. X equals square root of 56. Find y by substituting y equals x over 7. So you substitute square root of 56 in y equals 1 over 7 times x. So you get square root of 56 over 7. So you get square root of 56, comma, square root of 56 over 7. And coincidentally, you get square root of 8 over 7. Bro, no wonder that's annoying. It's oriented to confuse you. I'm telling you guys. Why did they have to overlap like that? Makes you think that they're the same values. Anyways, so now that we have our x's and the corresponding y values, or in other words, we could kind of have them comma 49. Oh, so just square root of 56. Right, And then you could also have 4 square root of, wait, what? Eight over 7. Sorry, square root of 56 over 7. All right, so how do you solve that, bro? So here you get y squared equals, so you square everything. 56 over 49 equals 8 over 7. Okay. So you have I see. These give the two hyperbola line intersection y values. Y sub a equals square root of 8 over 7. So that's a y value, a y value, a y value, a y value. Hold on. Y value, up and down, up and down. So, over here in the green line, and then yb square root of 56. Y integrate with respect to y. For a fixed y between 0 and y sub a, the region lies between the two lines. X equals y over 7 and x equals 7y. For y between y sub a and y sub b, the right boundary becomes the hyperbola written as x equals 8 over y, while the left boundary remains x equals y over 7. Yeah, dude, I'm not understanding that. Hold on, bro. So set up the integral. We have, so let y1 equals square root of 8 over 7. That makes sense because that's the lower one. I mean, I hope that's what y he's assigning it to y1. And then we have square root of 56 as y2. The area. Okay. Area equals, and since we're doing y values, hold on, since we're doing y values. Yeah, simple. So classic up and down. So we're going to do from, okay, so it looks like from 0. Don't know why. Why not -1? Why not -2? You know. Oh my gosh, where did we get 7y minus y over 7? Just go along with it. We don't have a lot of time. What in the world, bro? What in the world are we doing? Yeah, if I get this right, that'll be a miracle. Right. So, Thank you. Thank you for doing that. I would have never guessed. Get out, 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 get out. From, thank you for giving me these boundaries. I'm so thankful. Oh, dude. Okay, until there. Until there. Gotcha. Hmm. Your what? There you go. Much better. For sure it's going to be bigger there. Now how about here? Yo, that's a tough one. Consists of 2 parts. Well, actually, it looks like 3. Oh, hold on. So maybe it would be. Oh boy. I really hope I'm doing this correctly. All right, cool. There we go. That's much better actually, because now, let's see, we have our two functions. So what's the first step? By the way, what is the forest sign? The forest sign is the blue. There we go. That's much better. So if the forest sign is the blue, we're saying, what are we saying? We're gonna have the integral. But where do they change? Well, right here, right? What's that? Let's see. So I think we'd have something from, but what in the world? Oh, hold on. Intersection, of course. Where do they intersect? Oh, yeah. I think goodness. So x values. How do we find that? Yeah, dude, I have no idea. Why aren't we considering this over here? I'm just gonna go to the bathroom. I see. Okay. What? Oh, if x equals c. Oh, but then c is greater than 0. Oh, the area. The area. Oh, but I don't know what c is, so. Well, y equals 0. Yeah, dude. How do you find that? Of course. Yeah, x equals, whoops, plus or minus c. Right, yeah. I see. Oh, okay. So, and which is the biggest equation? Plus or minus. Plus or minus, well, x squared, right. Oh, so I guess not. Look like a c squared. Yeah. Well, c squared is just a constant, so. Mm, okay. First, let's just simplify with this. Wait, whoa, what? Hmm. Oh, whoops, that's negative 2/3. Yeah, so 450, 900, 1 less 350. C cubed. Negative negative 2,800 square root of negative 2,000. What is The x-axis is perfect. So 10x. Yes. 2, 20. And the x-axis. Beautiful. So we have what's the first step? Oh, at 2, 20. At 2, 20. Y equals 20? Hold on. Pause. The tangent line is y equals mx plus b. At 2, 20. No, that's not the tangent line at 2, 20. 2. It's real easy. What in the world? A tangent line that passes through 2, 20. We're at 2, 20. How do you find the tangent line? That means it's just a derivative, right? I don't know how to get out of this room. Two, 20 is impossible. Okay, f of x equals 5x power 2. And then the derivative would be 10x. That's not the tangent line at 2, 20. No. Bro. Dude, I feel like I'm lowering in intelligence every single question. Yeah, what? Yeah, I forgot. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Tangent line. That's right. So stupid. So what you do, 10x, y equals mx plus, and what's the y-intercept? What in the world is a y-intercept? Gives you the y. Here we go. That's our equation. But that's wrong. Frick, that's wrong, bro. mx plus b. And why is there an x minus 3? I'm sorry? Why in the world is there an x minus 3? Tangent. y1 equals m times x. Hold on, y2 minus y1. What was the tangent line equation? I feel like general form yeah, a point slope form. That's what I meant. So you have y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. There we go. So y, what's y? Yeah, we have y minus, what's y1? 20 equals m times, okay, fine, what's 10? 10x times x minus x1. What's x1? 2. Y equals 10x squared minus 10x times negative 2. 20x plus 20. Now that sounds horribly wrong, and that's why I'm just going to check the help. And why do we have a 24? Oh, because that 3, right, dude, gosh. And that's not 10x. Holy crap, bro. At 2 or 20. 20. What's y1? 20 equals, oh my gosh, dude, they gotta confuse us like that, do they? Minus 2 equals 20x minus 40 plus 20, 20x minus 20. Well, that took, I don't know. Oh yeah, sure, it'll be easier, yeah. You don't have to tell us why. Totally good. Yeah, no. Obviously we can't. There's absolutely no way that we can. Now what? So that's our equation. Hold on, so what are the three? So we have y equals 5x squared, y equals 20x minus 20, And we have x equals 0. Now, what in the world is next? Let's get some help because our brains just can't handle it. Can you express? Okay, bro, why did I forget everything? All right, so e to the power of 3 over 2 is an intersection point. So hold on. So you just found an intersection point. That's like the next step. So so the add to -4 and then multiply to 4. How about -2 and -2? So we have x equals 2. That's the only intersection point. That's the intersection point. That is the intersection point. So what in the world does that mean? So at that point is, I don't know. What does that mean? Oh my gosh, what do you have to find an intersection point, dude? Oh, to see when. Okay, hold on. Right, for the bounds of the integral. I'm stupid. So, according to our graph, from 0, where is x equals 0? Why don't I have it here? There you go. So from 0 to 2, does anything change? Okay, what am I trying to look at, bro? What in the world am I trying to look at? Whether the function on top changes anywhere. Well, there's no function on top over here. Oh, fine, over here then. Yeah. And it doesn't really make intuitive sense. Okay. Okay, right under there. Yeah, I guess it remains good. So it's just all the way until 20, right? Whoops. Holy cow, until when? 0 all the way until... Why until 36? Where did 36 come? Oh, right. All the way to 20. You can write the equation of the line as x equals 1 over 2 for y and y. Why can we do that? Can you express x as a function of y on the boundaries of the region? Guys, I'm gonna crash. So there's, oh, so to solve for x, right? Yeah, solve for x. Divided by 20 both sides. And that's x, right? Y over 20 plus 1. Okay. In the equation of the parabola as, oh, gotcha, now we got to do, no, thank you, don't know why we would do that. Where is x? Where is the parabola? There it is. Y, stupid. Y over 5 equals x squared. X equals square root of y over 5. Gosh. So that too, we can square it. And where is, but why in the world are we doing that? Why are we doing it with respect to y? Oh, because it's easier, but like, can you tell us why? I mean, nobody's gonna understand why. We're just beginning to do this. Is that only 3? Oh, that's right. Oh, so these are y values. No wonder I was so confused. Anyways, so which is at the top? Which one? Which, let's see. We have, what's the black? The black is 5x squared. So we're going to have the square root of y over 5 minus y over 20 plus 1. And all of that is going to be dy. That's, I hope, oh, I hope. Looks like it's different. And how did you get? Oh, right, because now it's from right to left. That's right. So what's the red? The red is the, what's the red? The red is y, okay. It's not a v. Y over 20 plus 1 minus square root of x over 5. Y minus 5. dy. Now calculate the value of the integral. Last week I would have said that was the hardest part. Now it should be the easiest part. Anyways, we're going to have the integral from 0 to 20 of y over 20 plus 1. Dy minus the integral from 0 to 20 of square root of x over 5 dy. So this shouldn't be too hard. We would get y squared over 2 times 1 over 20 plus y, evaluated from 0 to 20, minus the, so this x over 5 all up to, 1/2. So we could do u equals x over 5. Du is going to be 1 over 5 dx. or dy, gosh. y, dy, dy, y, dy equals du 5. So we're going to have a 5 over here, 5 times, and then we're going to have 5 times u to the power of 1/2 du, and then we're going to have u to the power of 3/2 times 2/3. 2/3 times, what's u? And u we said was y over 5. So y over 5 to the power of 3/2. And I really hope I did this correctly. Yeah. Fat chance, is it? I'll do that, please. Times 1 over 20 plus x. Let's say f of x equals that. And let's say g of x equals 2/3 times x over 5 to the power of 3/2. All right, f of 20 minus f of 0. We have 30. G of 20 minus g of 0 is 5.33, and so on. And we now multiply all of this by -5, and I really hope I'm correct about that. And then what do we do with these? We subtract them. By the way, this should be. Oops, no. Go. Oops. Oh boy. Probably went wrong anyway, right? It's correct? Oh my gosh. Wow. That's incredible. Oh, I'm so glad, dude. Because you have all of that. And then this last question. I am going to pop. What's going on here? Nothing, right? It's okay. Nobody wants to see me frustrated in it anyway. Kind of makes sense. I wouldn't want to see myself frustrated. Okay, let's complete this. Consider the area between the graphs x plus 4y. Wow, I'm so tired doing math like since 8:30 in the morning. And here, let's do this. Oh, thank you. In fact, guys, that's what we're going to do. Yo, can you go now? I didn't even put think deeper. I just put smart. Why are you thinking? Mm-hmm. Makes sense. I feel bad at doing this, but I really have nothing else to do. Minus 2 over e. Like, I understood everything perfectly. I understood everything that they're doing. But I just can't do anything else, dude. Right. Mm-hmm. X equals 0, y to the 4th, y equals 1. Right minus left. Yeah, very easy. Mm-hmm. All right, you know what? I should have done the other ones myself and just asked this one, but it's okay. Oh, hold on. Wait. A equals, oh. No. I think I can do this one. X plus 4y equals 13, and x plus 8 equals y squared. This area can be computed in two different ways using integrals. X plus 4y equals 13. X plus 8 equals y squared. A. So we have x. Hold on. Uh-huh. So top minus bottom. Oh, I see. So I believe it's going to be over here. -8. Is that even correct? All right, good. -8. And then B. The upper bound for that, well, I believe we're going to move until this intersection. That is going to be 1. And then from 1 all the way to 41. F of x equals, yeah, so basically just want me to do the entire thing. What does f of x equal? Oh, well, very easy. We have, so x plus 4y is going to be the purple, and x plus 8 is going to be the, oh, hold on, wait, so if I do y equals square root of x plus 8, same thing, right? Yeah, I'll just do that. Whoops. All right, let's just keep it like that. So what is the question? Okay, so f of x equals, so it's going to be this minus this. So x plus 4y minus x plus 8. Here is going to be x plus 8 minus x plus 4y, just to make sure. Beginning, And why is this wrong? Yo, well, oh, I see. So, dude. Oh, well, okay, I see. So we have 4y equals 13 minus x, and we have y equals 13 over 4 minus x over 4. Same thing. Yeah. Whoops. Dude. That's correct. Those are wrong. What happened here? This line minus this line. Whoops. In fact, this should be square rooted. X plus 8. Still no. Let's get some help. Right, square root of x plus 8. Whoops. Oh, dude. Right, we got that. We got that. Y squared x. Oh, why are we solving for x though? Okay, oh, so 3 and 7, and negative 7, whoops. Yeah, dude. That's exactly what I put. Yeah, we'll just... Don't think. Wrong bounds, didn't... Okay. Bro, so what is the answer? Is it this? No, that's wrong. What are you doing? I just want to finish this problem, dude. So it's plus, right? Oh, 2. Oh. So just put a minus or I made over 3. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Well, I'll see you all next time.